Alright guys, Witcher 4 seems to be finally in production, and guess what? CD Projekt Red has just given us some huge update. Now it's been ages since CD Projekt Red decided to give us any sort of information about Witcher 4, and on August 28th there was a new investors call which took place for CD Projekt Red, and they have just given us some latest updates on the production of The Witcher 4. Now this report is coming from Kotaku, who have now confirmed that CD Projekt Red is starting The Witcher 4 production any moment. Now, the reason why they say this is because in the recent interview, CD Projekt Red, which took place on August 28th, CDPR said that CD Projekt Red holds their latest earnings call, where the report now states a couple of interesting stuff which happened on August 28th, where CD Projekt Red holds their latest earnings call, which might not sound exciting, but has led to a number of updates on the game developers' upcoming projects. Now, while Cyberpunk Edge Runner, which is the anime project that CD Projekt Red is currently working on, a lot of people love the animation series, and seems like CD Projekt Red is continuing that, and they're making more episodes, more seasons, which is going to follow up for Cyberpunk. But yeah, they also spoke about the new Witcher game, where they say that the Witcher players got a tasty morsel of news as well. The next game in the Witcher series of fantasy RPG is closing its full production. And during the earnings call, CD Projekt Red CEO Michael Nowotny announced that the Polaris project, which is now the codename project for the Witcher 4 game, and they've already given us like an official name. I don't know why they still keep using codename Polaris, because now they seem to have called the game as The Witcher A New Saga. A New Saga basically stating that we're going to get a completely new Witcher. It's not going to be the old Witcher school. So probably, you know, Geralt is not going to be the main protagonist of this game. So we'll probably get to know some new protagonists. Some people say that it could be Ciri. Some say that it's going to be some other male protagonist. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments. Would you guys actually like to see a female Witcher protagonist taking over the entire Witcher series? Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. I would love to, you know, keep the main Witcher protagonist as a male character. Maybe just add in like a second character as a female version where you can switch between both of those, just like GTA 5 or maybe even the upcoming Assassin's Creed Shadows, where, you know, you could switch between male and female character and both of them are completely different. They could do something like that and I would be absolutely fine with that. But taking away main character, making it a female, I don't think I'm going to be very much attached to that kind of ideology. But yeah, whatever it is, let me know in the comments, what do you guys personally think? As of now, it seems like the development team is nearing a major milestone, which will mark the end of the pre-production phase. Now, for those of you guys who are not aware about what's going on, now CD Projekt Red previously announced that they are currently in a pre-production phase for the next Witcher game. So they've already been developing this game for a couple of years now, but they haven't really gone into full production. So now they have finally just updated on their earnings call, stating that the game has finally entered the full production, which means that we will finally get an official announcement, like a teaser or something like that, probably in 2025, because that's when they will end up making like an official teaser or trailer or whatever in-game engine stuff that they might just work on. And Nowotny said, adding that the team is tracked to enter the production phase very soon. Now, this update follows up with an announcement that 2/3 of CD Projekt Red were working on Polaris as of the fiscal year 2023 earnings call in March of this year, with total employees on the project now sitting at 410 out of 639. So it seems as though, you know, the Witcher project, previously there have been less employees working on it, and you know, the studio was kind of just divided, and not a lot of people were working on it, due to which they kind of just named it as a pre-production phase. And now it seems like CD Projekt Red has basically just allotted all of their developers to work on the Witcher games. Maybe the production of the game is going to be much faster right now since we have more developers working on it, where the next Witcher game is on track to be the company's next release. Now, these are the words from CD Projekt Red, with a window of 2025, originally stating that the project was announced back in October of 2022. So 2025 is the time as to when we will get an official announcement. So that's good news. I don't know when it's going to be in 2025. Looking at the state that CD Projekt Red currently is, it seems like it could probably be sometime at the end of 2025. When GTA 6 comes in, you know, that's when CD Projekt Red is probably gonna wait, because obviously, as of now, you know, when GTA 6, a game that huge, is coming out, and the entire gaming world is going to be busy playing that game. You know, you never want to be releasing any sort of AAA games during that time. And I think, you know, Ubisoft knows it, and that's probably why they're releasing Assassin's Creed this year rather than just, you know, delaying those games. And Ubisoft also has other projects like remakes of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 1, 2, or the Ezio trilogy and all that stuff. They have a couple of remakes that's coming out in the future as well. So those projects which are already familiar in the player base, and obviously, you know, Assassin's Creed fans are going to go back and play all of those Assassin's Creed games when Ubisoft ends up selling them. So, you know, most of the AAA competition is just staying away from 2025's launch. And that is because of GTA 6, man. You know, if you're a smart developer, you should definitely stay away during the launch of GTA 6, because nobody in the gaming world is going to play anything other than GTA 6 when it comes out. So that's like a huge thing in the industry, and I think it's a smart move that CD Projekt Red is playing out here in order to just delay the game's announcements or launch or whatever it is, and finally give us whatever they're working on. Now, previously, CD Projekt Red has also said that they are also working on Witcher 1 and Witcher 2's complete remake, which is being done on the Unreal Engine 5.4. So it's most probably going to end up looking similar in terms of graphics as to what the new Witcher 4 is going to look like. So that's something I'm really curious to see how that's going to work out. And since Witcher 1 and 2 is not like an open world project, we don't know if it's going to be open world this time. Maybe I'm just guessing they could just, you know, combine Witcher 1 and 2 together and then leave Witcher 3 alone, because they've just released like a remaster version and it already looks incredible. So the gameplay that you're watching right now in this video, it's from Witcher's remaster version. Basically get an idea of how good the graphics already looks on a pretty old game with just a remaster mod that's just added in. So I'm kind of just, you know, hoping and guessing to see how things are going to work out with the new Witcher game. But yeah, it's still a very long time to wait for the new Witcher game. But as of now, it seems as though we are getting another game which is kind of similar to what the Witcher game could end up being. This is called as the Crimson Desert. I don't know how many of you guys know about this game. Now, in recent Gamescom, there were a couple of people who actually got their hands on with this game, and one of them here are PC Games and Gaming Bible. They've actually given us like a full-on review about what this game is all about, where he says that, you know, Crimson Desert, he actually got his hands on Gamescom 2024, and he wasn't sure how to feel about this game. It kind of just gave us this feeling of the game looking too good to be true. You know, a lot of people in the comments have also been stating this. It's just going to end up as one of those games which is never going to release, and I get it, because the game just looks too good. It was the same thing with Black Myth Wukong. A lot of people said that it's looking too good, it's going to get downgraded when it comes out and all that stuff, but it turned out the game was really good on launch. You know, Black Myth Wukong was incredible. So it seems like this game is also taking a pretty similar direction here. It seems like the game is very similar to Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3, as well as Black Myth Wukong is what he kind of just, you know, claimed that the game looks like, where he says that the game is very much Souls-like, but at the same time it's an open world game, which kind of just results as to what Elden Ring games are. But then it also has a very good similarities as to Witcher game, because there is a good storyline, whereas in Elden Ring it's all about, you know, get to one boss, kill that boss, move on to the next one, move on to the next one and next one. This game in particular, it's not like that. It has an actual storyline and actual open world which you can explore and do a couple of side quests, which is going to feel more fun. It kind of feels like Witcher 3, but at the same time it's not exactly Witcher 3. It's moreover like a Souls game is what he's saying. Now, looking at all the stuff that he's spoken about, he says that we've been spoiled for choice when it comes to best action games by playing all of these really good games that's out there. And on a surface level, newcomers to Crimson Desert first announced in 2019 as a single-player story-driven experience by Pearl Abyss popular MMORPG Black Desert, which is something that they're, you know, trying to continue from. So if you have played Black Desert, you know what this game is all about, but then it's not exactly like Black Desert as far as what he's saying. It's more like a Souls hallmark, and that's basically what this game is going to be. So he says that there is going to be like a basic controller thing where R1 and R2 are basically light and heavy attacks, L1 is block, and L2 for drawing the bow and all that stuff. Pretty much the basic stuff of all the RPG games, and there's nothing really out of the world here, but here kind of just, you know, got me very exciting for this game, where he says that hit triangle on its own, it'll actually see the Spartan kick. And if you try to run and sprint and do the same, you know, move, you're gonna try flying off in the midair and end up doing this running drop kick thing. You know, the same key is gonna have different types of commands based on how your character is playing. So he says that there is going to be a lot of dodges, a lot of, you know, different combat styles, and all the combos that we players need to manually use on our own in order to, you know, make the character play as we wish. So that's something, in my opinion, is a very, very huge improvement compared to all the other games like Black Myth Wukong, because in Black Myth Wukong, the only thing you could do is pretty much just dodge. The enemies are going to be very predictable, but then they were hard because they had like a very huge health bar, which made the battles really harder. And I think that's probably why Black Myth Wukong is hard. It doesn't need to be hard, but then it's hard because they just have like a huge health bar, but then the prediction of the enemies, the attacks, everything is repetitive. So you kind of just get it. It's still a good game. Enemies are amazing. Particle effects are amazing and all that stuff. It's similar to that in Crimson Desert, but then it's much more. And that's what all of the reviews have been stating so far, to see what this game turns out to be on the final launch. As for now, before, you know, the new Witcher game comes out, it seems like the best game that we can stick on to till then is definitely going to be Crimson Desert. And we also have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is unfortunately a first-person game, and a lot of people, you know, get turned off when it comes to first-person game, including myself. But still, I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Come franchise, and I would love to play the Deliverance 2 game. I would honestly say that this game is different, especially because of all the mechanics and stuff. It looks very realistic. It plays realistic, so that's one of the reasons why you should definitely go ahead and give it a shot. It has great storyline, great RPG elements, so there are a lot of games that we can definitely keep playing until we get the next Witcher game. So let me know in the comments down below. There's this one question that I asked you guys, which is, would you like to see a female Witcher protagonist taking over the next Witcher game? Because, you know, CD Projekt Red, they might have this an idea. They might end up making a female Witcher. So if that is something you guys would like or not like, leave them in the comments down below. Maybe the developers would read it. Maybe they would get an idea of what fans want, what they don't want. You know, these things really help out the developers in order to make some decisions, choices based on community feedback. So please just take a few seconds. It hardly takes a few seconds in order to go ahead and comment. So just make sure to go ahead, do it, and like this video if you guys did enjoy. And with that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, if you found all of this information useful and just having this chit chat kind of a video that we make these days, if you would like to support this channel, make sure to please go ahead, drop a like down below on this video. It really goes a long way. It helps the channel out a lot more than you guys think. So your support is very much appreciated. And with that being said, if you guys want to stay updated with all the latest content on all the upcoming video games, news, updates, informations, leaks, and also some of the gameplays that I share, all of those things, if you are interested, make sure to go ahead, subscribe. It's absolutely free on YouTube to subscribe, because you're going to get updated every single day from this channel about all the gaming stuff. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.